Okay, so. Weiter geht's, weiter geht's. Genau, Kukic.
What? Oh?
Ja, Geschenk. Kommt, komisches Karamellessen Zeug.
Shuichi!
I'm glad you came, Shuichi. Remember, today's your last chance, okay? I see Kokichi is just as chipper as usual. I don't know when he's being serious and when he's toying with me. Which is it?
Alright!
Now it's time for the final game. It's this. Ta-da! Whoa, a knife? What are you? Don't get so antsy. Don't worry, it's only for the game. You know what the knife game is, right? The knife game?
See?
Place a palm on the table, fingers apart, with the knife stabbed between your fingers.
Wait!
What? That's so dangerous.
How exciting!
This will be today's challenge. This is fitting for the final game, isn't it?
No.
But this is really dangerous. What if we get hurt? What are you talking about, Shuichi? If you lose, you'll be beyond just injured, you know? You'll die. Kokichi's demeanor has changed. He seems far more serious now.
So that means...
I make the first move, okay? Kokichi spread his fingers on the table, then lifted the knife. I've never seen Kokichi so serious before. Is this what an ultimate supreme leader looks like?
Alright!
I'm ready. He's so fast. If he can do that... Ouch! Kokichi. Blood oozed from Kokichi's hand. I sprung into action and grabbed his wrist.
Wait!
You don't have to keep going. Stop! Just stay still. I get it. I found a nearby first aid kit and clumsily tended to Kokichi's cut. And all the while Kokichi was... laughing as if he were having the time of his life. Okay, I think that's good. What do you think?
Thanks.
Yeah, it wasn't a deep cut, so that'll do. Thanks for treating my injury, Shuichi. But...
You got me!
Oh man, I lost. Congrats, Shuichi, you won. But I didn't do it yet. I'm still a winner?
Maybe.
Well, I messed up, so yeah, you win by default. Plus, I already fulfilled my objective.
Huh?
The objective?
Well, that...
To kill you, Shuichi.
That's...
But I'm alive.
But...
I made your heart die with worry, didn't I?
Huh?
What?
Hey!
After I said I'd kill you, I was on your mind the whole time, right? You thought about whether or not I was serious, or why I would say something confusing. Ha! Even now, you're concerned about me from the bottom of your heart.
Now you'll never ever forget me for the rest of your life. I stole your heart, so now I'm satisfied. I don't need to steal your life anymore. Why?
What does it even mean? Why did you say that?
It's a lie.
Because that was a lie. I never wanted you alive to begin with. And like I told you from the very beginning, I'm a liar. I have nothing to say. Toying with me would be putting it lightly. I don't think there will ever come a day when I truly understand Kokichi. I reach out to him, but he doesn't take my hand. But in his own way, I think that helps me understand him a little. Okay. Okay. So, Kokichi's undergarments, Kokichi's favorite trendy underwear, being a tease where it can't be seen is what true fashion is all about. So, da der Modus glaube ich eh nur 10 Tage geht. Und ich nicht unbedingt direkt vorm Ende von dem Modus, bevor ich den dann nochmal neu starte, jemanden anfangen. Gehen wir mal zu Monokuma und gehen auf ein Date. Now, what do you want now? I want to ask Monokuma about nothing in particular. Moment. Muss ich mit den Leuten selbst sprechen. Himiko, date mich.
Hey, Shuichi.
Yeah. Ja, go on a date. Videos you can watch on the big screen. Fill their stomach. Some unusual food. Many books and documents. Exercise and activities. Large stage. Taking walks and relaxing. You might find something incredible here. Ja, relaxen scheint Himiko zu mögen wahrscheinlich. Bauen in dem Spiel komischerweise nicht. Da gibt es keine dieser Aufträge von wegen Bau bis zu dem Tag das und das und Sachen einsammeln und Zeug. We decided to hang out in the courtyard. It looks like we're the only ones here. What should we do? Let's go back inside.
Yeah?
We just got out here. Why are you going back? Are you tired? Then I share some of my magic powder.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Was this all part of your plan to get my magic powder? You know this magic powder is super illegal and against the law, don't you? Yo, hat Himiko speed? Is a law against a magical item really necessary? It seems like that didn't go well. Ah, schlechtes Date. Dreck!
Oh, jeez.
I'm so tired today. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Was? Ich wollte doch gerade wieder reingehen. Thus, the 10 days that Monokuma gave us passed.
Well now.
Well, 10 days have passed, and it looks like Shuichi wasn't able to seal the deal with anyone.
Hey!
What happens now?
You're annoying.
I don't know. Celebs who fall from the public eye, artists whose projects get cancelled.
How stupid.
They knew the risks of pursuing their dreams and failed anyway. So they should take responsibility for that failure, right? You're on your own, cause you fail on your own, so I don't know what's gonna happen to you.
But
Well, it's not my fault I didn't choose to come here.
Unbelievable.
Blah, blah. Just some semantic argument makes me wanna hurl. You should have spent more time working on your love game instead.
Now then.
At any rate, I don't know what's gonna happen to you from this point. Try to escape or give up and kill yourself. Do whatever you want.
Sayonara.
Well then, see you later.
He said in his usual sneering cadence, then disappeared from view. This academy is now under Monokuma's control, but that's why I can't escape the despair. I know I cannot possibly escape by myself. If Monokuma is gone, then my consciousness faded quickly. This is how my days at the academy ended. No, it won't end. It won't end until I die. The ending that will never end. I await with open arms. Okay.
Hey,
Das Intro-Zeug wieder.
Huh? Thanks for bearing with us!
Okay. Also mach mal Correcchio. Correcchio. Dein.
I see.
Wonderful. So then, is that all right?
Okay, what's the difference between anthropology, history, and archaeology?
They are often confused, so your question is reasonable. To that question, they are different, may be a possible answer.
Let's see.
History is records, archaeology is buildings and relics, anthropology is folklore and customs. History studies events and changes in countries or regions across time. Archaeology traces the course of humanity through physical remains. Anthropology is a study that examines the thought behind traditions and customs.
I kind of understand, but I kind of don't.
Anthropology is...
If you think of humanity at the core of anthropology, it should be clear. From people come feelings, those feelings intersect and become tradition. At least that's my stance on the matter.
The feelings intersect?
Yes.
Yes, customs and folk tales only occur in places where people can share them.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not very familiar with such things.
Is that so?
But you encounter anthropology on a daily basis. For example, occult stories on the internet have their roots in folklore. Someone on a journey committing a taboo in a mountain village, for example.
You're right.
That's true, I hear that often. Also
Anthropology is...
untersucht Correcchio auch Creepypastas. Cool.
Various mythologies are frequently referenced in anime, manga and games. A character's background can be viewed through an anthropological lens. Tools and houses in the background, jobs, speech, clothing or food. With the proper knowledge, such things can help you understand a work more deeply. Without it, such clues go to waste.
That's fascinating. That knowledge would be very useful.
It seems I've piqued your curiosity. Let us talk more. Well then, what image does the word copper call to mind, Shuichi?
Monster with a plate on its head.
That's... I see, yes.
I thought you would say that.
Listen,
It is anthropologically impossible for our mental images of a kappa to match.
huh?
Impossible.
Yes.
Originally, monsters had no form, for they were based on people's emotions. That image of a kappa is a culmination of many different people's thoughts. An ancient fear was changed over many years into a creature we can identify. Culture is constantly changing. Anthropology chases those changes. Thus, I must keep the present in mind while I learn about past customs.
Tell me your thoughts.
Still, as unexpectedly deep. It is unexpectedly deep, yes?
You're right.
Ja, profound. Also, wenn ich Kappa höre, dann denke ich, dann habe ich ein Bild von einem grauen Gesicht im Kopf.
I see. I am pleased. Hello.
Since you're here, you wish to learn more about anthropology, yes?
Is that all right?
Yes, I would like to learn more, if that's alright with you.
I am pleased.
Of course, I will speak of it for as long as you wish to hear of it. Perhaps we should sit somewhere for a discussion.
We decided to sit in the dining hall and drink some tea while we talked.
Whatever is the matter?
You seem to be looking at me with a strange expression. Is something wrong?
Well, you're always wearing that mask, Kyo. I was just wondering how you would drink tea.
Yes.
This. I take it off at times like these.
So he does take it off sometimes. That makes sense, or else he couldn't eat or drink.
You see.
And I replace it with a mask for meals.
Huh?
Mask for meals.
That's correct.
I have one for bathing, sleeping, and even exercising.
So he has a variety.
Well then.
If you will excuse me.
After excusing himself, Korekio turned his back to me and began changing masks. He could just take it off. He doesn't have to have so many kinds. Why so particular about that?
So then.
Thank you for waiting, Shuichi.
Huh? Did you change your mask?
Yes.
I did. This is the one for meals.
It looks exactly the same.
So then.
So I'll proceed to enjoy this tea now.
Okay.
This tea has a nice scent. I usually prefer green tea, but this is wonderful.
Korekio looked to be in a trance as he brought the cup of tea to his lips. But won't it just spill on the mask?
Wonderful.
Ah, mellow flavor that makes itself familiar to the tongue.
Huh? The mask isn't wet. Did he pour it in the slit? I didn't even see him do it.
Oh.
Ah, and we have cookies as well. They look delicious.
Cookies. I'll definitely get to see him take off his mask to eat that. I held my breath and watched as Korekio brought the cookie to his lips. What the? What happened? The cookie just disappeared.
Oh.
What is the matter?
The cookie just disappeared.
I see. Yes.
Well, yes, because I put it into my mouth.
But it didn't look like you ate it at all.
You're wondering how I ate it, aren't you? If you are vexed by such trivial things, then your world is still very small.
Do you understand?
I will open up your world through anthropology, if you so desire.
Mysteriöser Typ. Oh, heroes shouldn't be asleep on the job. It's pathetic.
Ah!
Also, jetzt erzählt er mir vom Liebeshotel. Hatten wir Kibo schon mal? But do robots have fantasies? Ich glaube nicht, oder? Shuichi, I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. Hatten wir nicht. Okay. It's embarrassing, but you're the only one I can turn to. Well, what kind of favor?
That's...
Well,
Shuichi!
will you form a romantic pair bond with me?
Huh?
A romantic pair bond? I expected that some people would have this kind of fantasy, but not Kibo. But something's not quite right. You didn't ask for a confession or a date, but a pair bond. Strange. As you can see, I'm a robot, and I am not ashamed of that, but I have yet to experience the feeling of love. Even human children have felt love before.
Could it be...
Are you saying you wanted to experience that emotion with me?
Yes.
Humans often say that love is the most precious, wonderful feeling in the world. I too wish to experience what love is. Will you please help me? So, would you like me to act like your lover, Kibo? I suppose I could do that.
Listen closely.
Of course. If we're going to do this, I will need you to take it seriously.
Huh?
Leute nochmal bekommen.
What's the matter?
Möglich. Why are you surprised? Simply going through the motions would be dishonest. We must love each other unconditionally. We must understand each other completely. We must go on dates, grow even closer, and then we must commit our lives to each other.
Wait!
Oh, hold on a minute.
What is it?
Oh, did I speak out of turn? No, it's not that. It's just... Don't you think that's a bit long-term for a favor?
But
That's not wrong of me, is it? Or do you believe there's an easier way to feel love for another?
that's not true!
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Of course!
Then please take me, in sickness and in health, so that I may truly know what love is. Alright, he's going too fast. I have to get him to ease up a little. But Kibo, do you really like me that much? I don't want a relationship based on lies. Oh, well, now I feel rather awkward. I didn't want to hear you say that. I don't actually love you. Kibo,
Well.
I apologize if I gave the impression that I wanted a dishonest relationship. I just thought that you were the only person I could ask for this sort of favor. I couldn't have asked this of anyone else. I just want you to know that.
Sorry.
It's the true, Kibo. I'm so sorry. I should never have doubted your feelings. No, I don't blame you for feeling skeptical. My approach was wholly lacking in tact. It's obvious now that my overzealousness for romance has earned your scorn.
Hey!
Hey now, I didn't say no.
Really? Okay.
I don't have a plan for the future, but I know I want to help you, Kibo.
I think I might already be in love with you.
Oh.
Huh? What? I think my feelings for you are increasing at an exponential rate. Please, say more kind words to me. I don't want these feelings to go away.
Neither do I. It's just, I get embarrassed saying things like that.
Then, may I hold your hand?
My hand?
I may not have much experience with love, but I know I can't turn him down.
Well, if it's just that, okay.
I reached out my hand and Kibo reached out his. The robotic hand didn't quiver.
Hey!
Kibo, this is a handshake.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, that's right. Lovers hold hands in a different fashion.
But
I'm quite nervous. Would it be alright if we stayed like this a bit longer? My heart is...
My heart.
Oh,
is at peace right now.
Yeah.
yes, of course we can. His hand that I shook should have felt cold, but somehow it felt so warm. My hand still feels warm.
Got a minute?
Yo, Maki! Sorry, Maki, aber wir haben ja schon...
Nope.
Wir sind schon fertig. Und Dates machen wir erst später. Falsche Richtung.
Oh?
Oh,
I am pleased.
Correcchio is teaching me more things about anthropology.
Do you understand?
so from an anthropological view, house does not necessarily mean family. The house is an umbrella term that denotes both residents and people.
Interesting. It's fun breaking down the etymology of words we use.
Ah, yes.
Indeed, speaking of family, what made you choose the life of a detective? Are your parents detectives?
No.
No, it was my uncle. He's the detective and I just help him.
So that's how it happened.
Then
How about Yukio? What made you become an anthropologist?
There's no particular reason, I merely pursued my interests. The rest was sister's influence.
Huh?
Do you have a sister?
Oh?
Oh, did I not tell you? In any event,
Listen.
I first learned of anthropology while reading a book with sister. It said that tales like that of Princess Kaguya existed all over the world. I was surprised that people across the globe had such similar ideas. It was then that sister pushed me to research as much as I could.
So that's how you became an ultimate.
I see, yes.
Indeed, I am who I am today all because of sister. Sister understood me more than anyone else. She even made this uniform for me.
Huh?
She did.
You see.
My outfit was originally much simpler, but she said that it didn't suit me. She made it ever so beautifully. There's no uniform quite like mine.
Correcchio looked elated as he told me about it. You're close to your sister, aren't you? Not all sisters make clothes for their brothers. I'm an only child, so I'm a bit envious.
They have an interest in sisters, Shuichi.
Huh?
That's not what I meant at all.
A mere jest.
I just... To tell the truth, sister's always been sickly. She made me this uniform between bouts of illness.
That's...
Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm sure that as long as you're working hard, she'll be just fine.
What is it?
What do you mean by that?
Because
Watching a little brother work hard and succeed is the best medicine.
I see.
So you're saying I should work hard for her? Of course I know that.
I apologize. I didn't mean to overstep my bounds.
No.
No, sister, thanks you for worrying about her. You're a good person. Were you a girl, I would have you become one of sister's friends.
Do all her friends have to be girls? Maybe sister doesn't like boys going near her. Now, that's a complex. Wenn du wüsstest, Shuichi.
I see.
So, jetzt habe ich nichts mehr für seine Nägel. Was mag er denn noch? 39. Story of Tokono. Collection stories about the customs, legends and knowledge of civilizations from long ago. Ja, passt perfekt. Good. It's a high scientific value. It has a high.
Incredible. Wonderful. So then...
I must say, it is enjoyable to teach you an attentive... to teach such an attentive student as you.
Now that I think about it, every time we hang out, it turns into a lecture. Well, I'm having fun, so I don't mind.
Ah, yes.
You recall when we discussed the Princess Kaguya legend?
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, and how there are similar legends all around the world.
Listen.
That is but one legend with counterparts in other cultures. Another such legend, one I find quite interesting, is that of Ainuwele.
Ainuwele? Ainuwele?
That's correct.
It is the name of a girl who appears in the folklore of Indonesia. To summarize, she was a goddess who defected valuable items.
Wait. Who defecated?
Who defecated valuable items. In the tale, she was killed and her body became seeds for crops. Similar tales in Japanese folklore are Ohogezu, Hime, and Ukemochi. Isn't it fascinating how similar these tales from different lands are?
You're right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see.
Tales with boxes not to be opened, hero mythology, gods disguised as beggars. There are tales with similar elements like these all over the world.
Interesting. So you know all about legends and myths, Kyo?
But of course.
Myths, folklore, legends, they all inform anthropology.
Then,
Are there any in particular that resonate with you?
Myths that resonate.
Tell me your thoughts.
Have you ever heard of Medusa?
if I remember correctly.
A monster who turns all that look upon her to stone, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you may know her as a monster.
Am I wrong?
No.
No, you're not wrong. But she was originally known as a goddess of nature.
A goddess of nature.
That's correct.
Indeed, but as time went by, she was changed into a fearsome monster to be slain by a hero.
Why?
How did that happen?
Let's see.
The answer is clear if you consider why nature deities were worshipped. Long ago, humanity was weak and stood no chance against the might of nature. But over time, humanity developed civilization and began taming the land. The protection of a goddess of nature was no longer needed. The goddess becoming a monster is proof of humanity overcoming nature.
I see.
Tell me your thoughts.
But people will continue to tell the story of Medusa. Why is that?
To show the power of humanity? To say that we've conquered nature?
That is true, yes, but there's a bigger reason.
Do you understand?
Living things turned to stone. This clearly represents death, yes. In other words, all human beings will one day perish. So even if we overcome nature, we cannot overcome death.
I couldn't exactly tell through the mask, but I imagine Korekio was smiling. Why would he make that expression? Does he not fear death?
Oh.
Oops. It seems I've gotten off track. Let us return to discussing myths.
Okay.
I-
I am pleased. In any event.
Okay.
Wonderful. Tell me your thoughts.
It was time for another anthropology lesson. Went on.
If you'd like, I can tell you this item's history.
Oh, no. Field work?
Yes.
Also known as surveying field work, is very important to anthropology.
Moment, habe ich irgendwas für... Okay.
Hearing legends recounted firsthand, recording tools of or lifestyles. For this, I've traveled across the nation.
Across the nation? I imagine that would be quite the life.
I was able to discover fascinating things every day. The latest topic to pique my interest are customs related to ropes.
Huh?
Ropes?
Therefore,
I found that many regions in Japan customarily use ropes to welcome guests. Why, I wondered, were there such similar customs in such distant places?
That is interesting.
That said, there are differences in how the ropes are used. In one region, guests tie up women. In another, the guests are tied up.
That doesn't seem like much of a warm welcome.
I was tied up so tightly during my visit that I nearly passed out.
Quite the reception.
Oh.
Wieder Seile und Fesseln und so.
Your understanding is yet shallow. That was only the beginning. As I was tied up, they whipped me. It was such a warm welcome.
I don't think that was a warm welcome at all.
Beautiful.
This experience opened up the door to a new world within me.
I feel like the door should remain closed.
After passing through that door, I was able to reunite with someone taken from me by death. That was the greatest welcome I could have possibly received.
Could you be referring to a near-death experience?
Such an experience will grow your love for anthropology. I want that for you.
Huh?
What? I don't know about that. I don't even have the basics mastered.
Oh, indeed, it is useless without basic knowledge. I'm glad you understand. In any event, I would like to take you along on field work one day.
There's still many secrets to discover.
No.
They are not necessarily secrets. We merely live our lives distanced from such knowledge.
Listen,
Shuichi, to tell you the truth,
even if it isn't for field work, I wish to travel the country with you. I want to show you the beauty of humanity as I know it.
You're right.
I would like to go with you, Kyo. We'd have fun no matter where we went.
I am pleased.
It makes me so very happy to hear you say that.
Korekio's eyes were gentle and kind. I thought he was creepy at first, but now there's a real bond between us.
If so...
Perhaps I might consider you my first disciple then. I never imagined having a disciple so soon.
Yeah. Mal gucken, was der für Unterwäsche hat. Ha, okay. Nichts Besonderes. Okay. Nee, machen wir mal nicht. Ich glaube, das bringt erst richtig was, wenn wir mit dem Daten und so weiter anfangen. Daher würde ich sagen, warten wir mal ab. Noch. Okay, Korekio's undergarments. Korekio's favorite bikini bottom. The stoic color and sexy form represent the beauty of humanity. Okay. Okay, dann beim nächsten Mal. Kirumi und Tenko.